Hi all, welcome back to the channel. So, this video I'm going to talk about newsletters. So, this is talking about the regional newsletter for Dairyland, but also communication in general. So, anyone who's a member of Dairyland can write a newsletter article and send it to the newsletter. Currently in 2025, Ryan Schwab is the newsletter editor, and there's many things you can write articles on. I know, especially when the February issue comes out and it's going to be late, I try to write a bigger piece for that, like talking about the whole collector series, or talking about a large topic. But for the other three newsletters of the year, there's a lot of other content in there about the license plate meet that is going to be happening or just happened, Iola, and other such events. So for those newsletters, it's beneficial to have a smaller article, like a one-off plate, a one-off design, maybe a rare thing that has popped up in recently. For example, like a city municipal plate. If you write up a smaller half page or less, you'll have a better opportunity of getting that into the newsletter. Just because it's space-wise. And you can always reach out to Ryan or the current president of Dairyland and talk about a subject you might be interested in and writing about it. Some things that help are references to the information, like, we found this information in CFF, blah blah point blah 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 blank, or this is referring to information we found in this archive or that archive, or some sort of reference to the information you're restating. For example, when I did the electric vehicle stuff, I was trying to cite the CFR and other ordinances and laws that they had passed when I was trying to figure out when stuff was issued and when things had changed, and sticker years and all that. So that's something really you can look into and find and research for yourself and do something you're passionate about. Just don't write something to fill space. Write something that you really like to talk about. And what I try to do when I write articles is I write an article, I read it over a couple times, and then I send it to someone else to look at. A lot of times for me it's a non-plate collector for grammar, spelling, and stuff like that when I get time. Sorry, Ryan. A lot of times I don't. But you can also send it to a collector to look at factual information, anything that we know that is contrary, because you don't want to say, well, this plate was issued, every other year, and then another collector says, wait, I have those years in my collection. Here's a photo. You can look back. We have newsletters starting in, I believe, late 70s, early 80s, all the way to today. So that is something you can do that would help the regional club, help the newsletter editor, and all that. Now, I want to expand on this as communication in general. So we have a few ways we've been communicating, right? We have the club's newsletter, the regional club's newsletter. We have, especially for the independent side, we have Wisconsinites Facebook group. which is the most communication for the Wisconsinites. Dairyland has a page that you can go to and a group you can go to, where you can communicate, ask questions, get responses. But also this channel, you can communicate and I respond back and forth. So communication for a hobby like this is very, very important, either electronic, mail, or in person. So there's other branches too. People have branched out to Discord to have license plate groups there. There's an upcoming social media, Blue Sky, I've heard. And there's one other that I need to research before saying anything too. Communication in our hobby is very, very important. It helps with breaking news, found plates, research. So let's say someone posted something a year ago and you want to look that back up. It's wonderful to have that hard copy of that newsletter or be able to go on a page and look back. Now, Facebook is not perfect for that. Search algorithm doesn't work some of the time, and places can get shut down. There's a group called LPC. It was shut down, lost all that information. So it is important to have backups and stuff like that. Key example, that's why I'm building my website more and more. That's why I'm trying to write and document and publish a book. That's why I've branched off on other different social medias right now, so things are spread out. And maybe one day my goal would be to have a monthly snippet. I wouldn't call it a newsletter. I wouldn't even call it a blog. But basically, once a month, my website would post and hopefully email out a little snippet of events coming up that month, breaking news from DOT, either breaking news from the regional group, any other license plate type news. So that is a long-term goal I have. And it would just be boop, once a month, simple email. So you'd go, oh, it's July. Oh, it says, oh, here's the dates at Iola. I'm going to be here. Other people are going to be at these spots. Like, oh, we'll probably do a group photo at this spot around this time on this day. If anyone's around, this guy's going to be cooking out, or we're going to go and do lunch together on this date. Or maybe it'd be like September and say, hey, don't forget that there's the Dairyland Regional, this time, this date, this place, all that, and have the independent stuff, and, it'd be like, oh, this news from DOT, plate update, new specialty plate coming out for this group, and then as we get closer, it'd say, hey, here's a prototype if we can get hands on our photo, and then once it comes out, say, hey, it's coming out on this date, look for it, stuff like that. And then the month after, it'd be sending out a photo, hey, look at this new plate, this is the numbering system. Of course, it'd be the race to get number one. It'd say who got low numbers, if people would say if they got low numbers or not. So that would be a long-term goal of mine. Probably not this year, but maybe next year. But we'll see. So I hope this helps with, writing articles for newsletters and other general communications in the license plate community. Any questions, concerns? Put them in the comments below. Thank you. I'll talk later. Bye.